What's going on? So, just wanted to see if I could make a YouTube video about playing racquetball and see what that looks like. I met up with a buddy of mine at the rec center here locally, and we decided to play a couple games of racquetball. Hadn't played in a long time. Started playing again back before COVID hit, and then after COVID hit, it seemed like it was pretty impossible to get out in public to go to places like this to play racquetball. So I set up a game, and we met up, and I recorded the games, and I'm only going to bore you with one of them, I think, in this video, and then we'll see how it goes. We're warming up now, and then the match will be starting here shortly. So before we get into the gameplay, I just wanted to go over the court layout and some of the rules associated with racquetball. The room is a rectangular shaped room, and it has a front wall and it has a rear wall. In the center, there's a service zone. This is where the serving player serves the ball for the opponent to then return. And there's a service line, so when you serve the ball, you have to serve over the service line towards the direction of the front wall. And then there's a short line. After the ball strikes the front wall, it needs to travel in the air past the short line in order to be a valid serve. Then the opponent stands behind the receiving line so that they can then return the ball, and then game play will continue from there. Additional boxes on the sides of the court. There's a screen line so that the server, after he actually serves the ball to the front wall, can move to either side, or you can move to the back to get out of the way of the return. The opponent would then strike the ball and hopefully not hit the guy who served the ball. Additionally, if you're playing with 4 people, say teams, then you have a doubles box, and in the doubles box is where your teammate would stand while you would be serving. The opponents would both stand behind the receiving line in that event. That's pretty much the setup of the court and how it works. It's pretty straightforward. Upon serving the ball, it has to hit the front wall. It can't hit the floor, the ceiling, or any of the side walls on the front wall side of the short line. So basically it means that it has to travel to the front wall, bounce back, and go past the short line before touching any other surface in the room, essentially, before it can be considered a good serve. If the ball bounces twice after it hits the front wall, then it's considered a dead ball, and whoever was serving either got the point, or whoever was returning would then receive the serve. Additionally, serves that are hit so hard that they hit the front wall and then travel clear across the room and hit the rear wall are considered bad serves. Also, they're considered long. So the ideal service would drop the ball in between the short line and the receiving line. Those are ideal, is where the ball should land. So again, if it hits the rear wall on a serve, it's considered a long serve, and you'll need a do-over. And then services, I usually play where you get 2 bad serves, and then you turn the serve over to your opponent. And then past that, it's basically just, who wins the volley and who then gets to serve. Typically, you play to 15. So that's all there is with regard to rules of racquetball.
All I want